Like my Pineapple Man.
Well, again,
Yeah,
if we're going back to
funny.
the car example, you buy the car for what it is. You don't buy it because the car might be better in 20
Well, it's
years.
like buying a car to specifically be a car, like a. It's like buying the car specifically to be a
Jesus
collector's
Christ.
item, like buying a Ferrari or something.
It's like stealing a car and then getting run over by a car.
I mean, yeah, some cars
I'll be right
do some cars do go up in value, but for the most part, most cars are as good as they're going to be the day you drive them off the showroom floor.
Most cars lose like 50% or so of their value the second you drive them off the fucking showroom
for
floor.
sure.
That's an exaggeration. It's 30% in the first 3 years.
Sorry, you know what I mean. Just a lot.
It's like, it's like 30, 25, 30, but whatever. I mean, it also depends on the car, too. Like, some cars lose more than others.
True.
The fuck?
Like for instance, my boss's Maserati, which is brand new, 250,000 plus tax, and it's 4 years old, and right now it's worth. When I spoke to the guy at the Porsche dealership who's trying to sell it for her, it's worth in the range of 60 to 70,000. So you do the math. You do the math on how much money she's lost on that one.
Ouch.
When you're buying an exotic sports car, don't buy it for the resale.
Well, that's the people don't want to buy used exotic sports cars. They got the money, they're going to buy new.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So speaking of barley wines, I'm going to crack this open.
Should have done a side by each.
Side by each. Have you had this one, Ewart? I imagine you have.
I've had the barrel aged version too.
Oh, cool.
I gotta say, Ewurt's video is pretty fucking awesome.
I was just like, I want to say this, but I want to like describe myself a little bit or have a little fun with it. Like, I saw these filters and I didn't like. Well, I'm gonna send it through Facebook. I'm like, wait a second, what are these things? I'm like, oh my god. So,
the pineapple part was the best.
Just this dancing pineapples with altered voice. Like, I'm getting that.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous.
See, that's definitely got a lot more carbonation than that Thomas Hardy's had next to fucking nothing. It was fucking amazingly complex, but it was like next to no carbonation.
Yeah, there really was no carbonation.
That was the only thing I didn't like about it.
I think Lee was very kind because my context is the same as his. Is about 07, 08 or whatever it was. And that beer just destroyed that beer that you guys just had.
I bet.
I
can't always turn back the clock either.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, maybe it is, and I hate saying, "Oh, this would be much better with age." I hate that. I like the idea you should be able to do it, whichever. I just didn't care for it.
Are you agreeing with Greg?
Yeah, me and you are like brothers now.
God, I actually gave away the other bottle I got from Greg. I sent it as an extra in a package to a guy in Quebec.
Greg's package. I wouldn't mind getting another bottle or two of that, and I hope that in successive vintages they're working on their product too. So
that's the thing. It's like it's been handed off to different people, and they're going to do different things with it. It's going to be slightly different. So there's no guarantee of anything. Not to mention, I never even heard of the guys doing it. So I'm like,
Vecchio Brothers or something.
Yeah, exactly. And for all we know, it could be contract brewed, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like they are because they're brewing it at a Meantime Brewing, which is, I think, an AB InBev brewery.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh, fuck's sakes! I just got. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got Lee and we got Chris.
Hi, I'm Batman.
Hi. Hey, boy.
Oh, we're live already?
God.
Jesus Christ, I didn't
think we're live
already. Jesus.
So I'm drinking an Arcadia Ale Serial Killer barley wine, which is itself 10%. So it's not as strong as the Thomas Hardy's. What's everybody else got? We'll start with Greg, who's not here, so he doesn't count. Red Beer, what are you drinking?
Still working on my Thomas Hardy.
Still working on Thomas Hardy's. All right. Bim Jean?
Soda Club Faible en Sodium.
It's a water. Okay, so and then we got Lee. What are you drinking?
Drinking Propellers.
You're still drinking the Commons. I still got my can of that. Have you done your imbibe yet on that?
No. Probably going to do that tonight.
I can't hear Lee. What the hell?
Oh. Okay. Well, I was going to see if you wanted to do like a duo imbibe or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Well, I mean, whatever you want to do. All right, and Chris, what do you got there?
Dual Imbibes. I'm drinking something from Captain Lawrence. This is called Fudgy the Beer. This is a limited edition. This is a stout that's a dark roasty fudge collaboration with Carvel ice cream. All right, so this one has signature chocolate crunchies fudge ice cream and this fucking fantastically smelling beer so far. I haven't even had a sip yet.
That sounds pretty
It
good.
looks amazing.
But, oh my god. Oh, fucking full body, but I gotta let it sit.
Yeah,
It's a little bit-
it
it's a little
looks
bit too
amazing. So
It's fucking, fucking smells fantastic. So get back to me on this one later.
all right.
I'll let this warm up.
All right, so yeah, I gotta say that drinking a little first sip of this Arcadia Ales, this thing does not hold a candle to Thomas Hardy's.
No.
I mean, it's a tough act to follow.
So that would be a 5 out of 10 then, Nick.
And then later, I'm going to do a 2019 Sukaba.
Drinking it
Ooh.
after 2019. You said 19 or
Yeah, 2019.
Is that
something-
you're drinking that tonight?
Yep.
Is
Wow.
that something that's readily available, or
Yeah,
think Batman
I
Trash
can
put it
I
on.
can head over to. I think I picked this one up at.
Fruit and bottles.
No, I think I might have picked this
Premier.
one up at Premier. Yeah.
Tops.
See, I've been to Michigan for a while, and I'm looking forward to going there and picking up a lot of good American beers shortly.
It says vintage number is 008. Could this be possibly the 8th bottle? Hold on a second. Let me look this up.
No, it
Oh,
sounds
wow.
like it's the 8th year they made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I think our Thomas Hardy's there, Nick, were only 2 off. You had the 30101, I believe it was.
Yeah, I had the bottle right here. It was 30101, and I gave you 30099 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
I
the-
picked
on the
I
bottle
picked
it
those
says-
bottles out of the box that Greg brought down.
Just remember, every single one of those bottles has been up my butthole.
Wow.
That's why they add the fruity flavor.
Yep.
Mm.
I may not drink this time because this is sitting. I think this is bottle number 8. I could be wrong. I'm gonna cook it up though right now.
Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
Well, here, just wait till maybe you do a special episode of your own opinion on it or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure. I'll
It's
let it
good.
sit.
It sounds like something maybe you want to do this. You just drank a Thomas Hardy's. You probably want to wait and drink that one and
That's why I brought it. I was like,
analyze yourself. Who would we just lose?
Cleanse your palate.
Not Redbeard. Oh,
I know.
you were dropped out.
Oh,
Big
you.
surprise. I would say this is a very good barley wine I'm drinking, but after drinking Thomas Hardy's ale, this just like doesn't even compare.
I think Redbeard's slowly being poisoned.
Yeah, Redbeard's been quiet today.
Oh,
I may be playing a video game at the same time.
Oh,
he
okay.
may be. What are
He's
you
playing
Redbeard?
Minecraft. That's what he's doing.
Playing Minecraft.
Against my son?
All right, you know what? Here, why not?
No, we've already established that Redbeard's much better at it than your son is.
What are you doing, Redbeard?
Mine and you.
What's he doing?
Yeah, I can't. All we see is a black
what the
screen.
hell? It's not cool. What happened there?
You went off like far off in your corner or something. And,
Yeah,
Good.
it's weird.
oh, you were trying to share your video game you were playing.
I was. Not sure why it's not working. Give me a second.
Brum, brum.
I can hear Lee now. Chris, can I hear you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. That's weird. I just closed it and went back and it's working.
All right, so I do not have the 8th bottle. Every bottle says number 8. So this must be eighth year of
It could be.
Sukaba coming
I've
up.
had I'm pretty sure I've had a Sakaba, but I can't remember what year.
I think we had one at a bottle share like last year.
Was it last year's bottle shared on the top on the 10th?
I think it very well may have been.
I'm gonna take my look at my notes.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it was at the Chris Lezak bottle share.
There's millions of
The
mangoes.
best bottle share?
There you go.
That's right. Look at you. Are you
We
playing
had.
Red Beer? Are
Well,
you
I'm
playing
looking at my list of beers that we drank at the bottle share. Because I wrote
Build
down all my
a,
ratings and everything.
Build a deep underground sex dungeon, Redbeard.
Oh, that'd be
Oh.
amazing.
I've got,
Yeah, I'll
it
see it.
isn't like necessarily for that, but give me I'll show you my dungeon. It's cool.
Minecraft is for everything.
Yeah.
Are you playing in creative mode or are you playing in actual?
Survival, baby.
Oh, good. That's the only way to play that game.
Damn right. There's this. Oh, my dungeon. I just changed the entrance to my dungeon. It's over here now.
I've had 8 different beers from Firestone. I've had a 2014 Sticky Monkey that Joe brought.
Sticky Monkey's a weird name.
Pale 31, a double barrel ale, and an Easy Jack that Ewart sent me. Oh, and a Luponic Distortion #1. Firestone 15. Parabola 2011.
I feel like we're going through.
You probably have
Butthole
Parabola.
right now.
That's what.
Yeah, I've had 2011 Parabola. Where the fuck did I drink that? At Jesse's place, the Heist Almighty. Wow.
Was the fuzz there?
That's a good dungeon. Holy shit!
might
You
have
dug
been.
the shit out of that.
2016 Firestone 16.
Oh yeah, the Sukaba, the 16.
I had the 16 and the 15. I don't know if I've ever had Sukaba. Maybe not. I could have sworn I had. Maybe I never tapped it. Probably had a bottle share and I never
You were
tapped it.
throwing out the Easy Jacks. You know, you just
Ewart's had it, Ashley's had it, Greg's had it, and
Yay.
Joe's had it.
How many times have I had?
The 2016 that was. I don't know how many times you've had it in Ewart. Check it.
Not that
Oh,
many.
I see.
A couple
I
times.
see what Redbeard's doing.
Stuff definitely warms up. Tastes better as it warms up for sure.
Wait, were you drinking that cold?
I cracked it open. I got home from work and it was like I had no time.
So unprofessional.
That's how I roll.
Redbeard's playing Minecraft. They're really
Yeah.
pixelated.
I got to build an elevator. Is it? Shouldn't be.
Get it off my screen.
All right. Okay, so you know what? We might as well, speaking of getting off the screen and getting off, right, in general.
Hey,
Oh, let's pan over to moi so that I can do what I said I was going to do in the title. I'm going to open the box. I've already pulled one out of the box, so we know that Greg
What's
sent
in
me
the
a can of
box?
Canuck.
Hey, Nick,
To
who's
me-
that? There's Mr. Jick
Mr.
Lowe.
Jick Lowe. The inside joke is that Lee said my name in a chat last weekend or something like that, or the weekend before, and autocorrected to Jick for some reason. I don't know why. So this is mostly beers that I bought.
He was trying to say Jew-ish.
Wow.
Nick.
All right,
probably
that's what
Jewish.
all right.
I
So
put brackets around his name.
Well,
So-
and the funny thing is, my mom saw that package. My mom literally said to me, she's like, "What the fuck kind of name is Jick?"
From East India.
there you go. All right, so
short for Jickolas.
He's a Jickalo.
That's Jickalo everywhere I go. All right, so we're taking a look at the beers that are in that box. And, of course, it's all beers, basically, that I bought at the LCBO, like, not even 2-minute walk from Greg's place. It's like next fucking door to his condo.
It requires $25 of Camaro gas. Just saying.
Yeah, right. Because, the more you spend more gas taking it to the post office. All right, so the beers that I have in here are mostly like junk lagers that I bought because I was like, ooh, let's try that.
Well, make sure before you drink them that you actually cleanse your palate with a Jickle.
Good lord. Jicklewurst. All right, so this is Varka. Varka Strong. I'm assuming that's a Polish lager of some sort.
Jesus Christ.
Where's that
gonna
from?
fuck you up.
Varka Brewery in Mazovia, region of Poland.
Trust me, this package gets worse.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The shipping was more expensive than the beer's worth.
Oh yeah, for sure. This was really probably the dumbest amount of beers that I've ever bought when I was up in Ontario. Although I was kind of excited to see this one because I didn't even know this thing existed, and I'm like, ooh, the dark version. This is Czechvar Dark.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually.
Actually, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh man, I want to try that. Even if it's just a dark version of Czechvar, like Budvar. But
I'll
Budweiser
buy one,
Budvar. We
Nick.
did that on Beer Analysis 101. So
I'll buy one. Nick will do a review.
all right, we can do a beer analysis on it. All right. What's this one? This is just going to show how good this gets. Because I think somebody mentioned this one a couple weeks ago. We were talking about Polish lagers or something like that. This one is a Zuber.
Yeah.
Got the Buffalo and the.
That's actually one of my favorite Polish beers. So
Is it? Okay.
yeah, I think it's.
Is that how you pronounce it?
never had it.
Zuber or is it Zuber?
I think it's like Zubra.
Zubra.
Okay, Zubra. So okay, because I was wondering where it has that like hyphen through the Z.
They got buffaloes and
It could be Jubra.
Jubra?
Jubra.
So Jubra?
Yeah, Jubra. You could pronounce it
Jubra?
that way.
Yeah, Jubra, because it's Zivich.
I
is-
totally don't read Polish, so I just made that shit up.
Lee, to answer your question, no, they don't have Buffalo bears.
so they're dirty Jewish liars then.
Oh my
Good
god!
lord.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. All right, so moving right along to the next beer before we get totally racist. Yeah, I bought all kinds of Polish shit because I was like enamored with all the Polish beers that were in Greg's LCBO. I'm like,
That's
go
right.
figure. One of the most Polish guys in the panel has got all kinds of Polish lagers in the LCBO next to his
That's
house.
How come we
And-
didn't buy anything at the Aren't We Naughty right beside the LCBO? Could have bought some
Loms-
lingerie, Nick.
Lomza Export, whatever the fuck this
the
is.
Fuck.
$1.95 at the bakery when you get
It's
your
$1.95.
kielbasa next door too.
To be fair, I think Nick was drunk when he bought a lot of this. So.
I probably was. Oh,
I
shit.
hope so.
Fuck. That's not that bad.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, there's a good chance because we had just drank the what was that one from Nickelbrook that I brought the
the Kentucky Bastard,
Kentucky Bastard. We just finished that off.
which I will say was absolutely fantastic.
Well,
That was pretty good.
I got two Nickelbrook beers I can drink tonight. I got two sours.
I've got a bottle of this year's Cafe del Bastardo, and this is another Polish beer, Tatra.
Tatra.
Man,
Tatra.
cool can.
And I think there's only one left in this box, and
Is
it's
it
not
Polish?
Polish. It is not Polish.
Damn it.
I wasn't sure. Maybe we'll do this in Beer Analysis 101 because it's like the sequel to Sapporo. Sapporo. Because this one is Asahi.
Oh, it's
Samurai.
oh, it's dry.
He's
like
done
my-
I'm pretty sure that's pronounced Asahi.
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 It's a penis.
Asahi. All right.
Thank you, Pete. Suck it dry.
All right. So, Mr. Ashley Sexton is back. How you doing, Ash?
Asahi.
No, all right. You came back and
What should I say?
racist Japanese impressions. Hey, Ash. Hey, you. Asahi.
What are you drinking, Ashley?
Yeah, Ash.
Oh, I'm back on the panel. Who'd you kick out?
Yay!
You were, of course.
You were
Right,
dropped out. He's still in the back room, buddy. He's behind you.
I'm just drinking GLB's latest shelf turd. Octopus Wants to Fight.
Oh, I still never had that beer.
You've never had this beer. You can't fucking go into LCBO without tripping over it.
I know. I should pick that up. Really good.
It's like all over the place now.
I know.
Just leave it rolling on the floor.
I was in there picking up something, and I was like, "Oh, there's Octopus Wants to Fight. Do I want to drink this right
Oh,
This
Octopus
beer
Wants to
was
Fight
a-
is great.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
You should always drink Octopus Wants to Fight.
now?" Actually, I may have had it. I gotta look at my Untapped. I don't know if I've had it.
So this was a Tank 10 beer, but a Tank 10, right, Greg?
Yep.
Yep.
It started as a Tank 10 beer, became a regular beer.
It's just
I wouldn't mind doing that like as a beer analysis at some point if you ever wanted to send it to me.
common
Okay,
fodder,
well,
man.
that next batch I'll send one to you, Nick. I should have sent
Alright.
one to you this batch.
Send me one of those and some of those
I've never
Thomas
had it.
Hardys.
Well, there's 8 Thomas Hardys at my local LCBO. If you want, I can buy them all and send them out if you guys want.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Wouldn't
Chris,
mind getting another
Chris,
one or
I'll be
two.
out in your neighborhood and like on Sunday. So
Fuck! I gotta.
If they're not selling that like that,
I gotta wash
then
my hair.
if they're not selling that well, then I doubt LCBO is ever going to bring them back in.
probably not. Well, I mean, my local LCBO has like 8 of them, and then the big LCBO, which is actually pretty close to my work, has like 50 of them still. So
Yeah, that might be a bottle
There's-
store on
there's
a
a
old
lot of
shelf
them.
somewhere. That's cool. Oh, sorry.
We do have a couple comments here from Eric Gilbert.
for
He says, outstanding strong Euro lagers in regards to your little beer mail you made for yourself. He says, DAB, the Daub there, dark beer is the shit, which that's got me excited. That would be something I'd love to try.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys have that in Ontario? The Dab Dark? I thought I saw something like that out there. Greg?
I think so.
Greg?
Sorry, what's the question?
Dab Dark. Dortmunder Dark? Do you have that out there?
I'm pretty sure we do.
I'll
Yeah.
look for it right
I'm
now.
pretty sure that's the thing.
You totally
Yeah.
do a email.
And then he says, having Glendalough double barrel single grain Irish whiskey. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, there's tons of Dab Dark around everywhere.
Yeah, it'll have to be like. Maybe we could do that as a beer analysis at some point. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to do Dab like Dortmunder at some point.
Oh, we got.
Even though
There's so much of it. Jesus Christ! It's like they just brought it out again.
yeah,
$2.20 a can. Fuck that. Too expensive.
$2.20 a can.
Fuck that shit.
I can't remember which one I had. I've either had that Czechvar Dark or the Dab Dark. I can't remember which one though. Meh.
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 Dim Jeem says, let me back in, kick Redbeard out, basically, because he's spacing out on Minecraft.
The hell? I'm still here.
You're here.
He's still here. He's sorry. You just
Yeah,
talked.
you're here, but you're not contributing.
You're Minecrafting.
I might as well share. I might as well
That's
share
his
this. My buddy Sith just messaged me, and he sent me this picture of what he's drinking, a Chilkoot from
Oh, from
Yukon
Yukon
Brewing.
Brewing.
Yeah.
I had a very interesting beer from Yukon Brewing. It came in the beer advent calendar from last year. It was like a spruce tip IPA, and
Oh,
I
that's
would
Alpine.
Weird.
I would say it was probably one of the better beers from the package. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that. You like that bittering fucking.
It was different though. Like it had a bunch of different layers. I can't remember it now, but it was very nice.
They actually have like spruce tips in it.
Yeah, like
And then-
they just came out in chunks, like into my glass.
No, I mean, okay, thanks, asshole. I mean, did they actually like brew with spruce tips?
Yes, they
Just-
did. It was
just
an
the tip.
IPA with spruce tips as an adjunct.
Because that
Fucking
would
a whole
be
tree fell into my glass. Jesus Christ!
like just going from like the Garrison spruce beer that I've had here several times in Nova Scotia. I'm thinking to myself, this would be really great presented as an IPA, like especially as like a double IPA or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, spruce, it's such a strong flavor. It needs to be balanced out, right? So Yukon,
Comes out in
Right.
chunks. You fucking asshole.
yeah.
I should do a video where I'm drinking a beer and a tree falls in it. Fucking hilarious.
I'm still fucking
Pretty
laughing. Still fucking laughing at that Sparkle Puff fucking picture that Jamie put on
Oh, I know, it's all the
Instagram
fucking
there with
shit
the
in
fruit, the fucking fruit salad in there.
Cereal.
That's fucking amazing.
That was good.
That fucking drunk punkaroo. He's a fucking punk. That
Drunk
guy.
fuckaroo.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna find him and
Such
do
a-
a collaboration review with him.
This is a fucking joke.
He's local around here, so I could.
He's a
I'll run
fucking
into him.
whore. Is what he
I
is.
run into him once in a while.
How could you not?
I know. He's just everywhere.
Yeah, he literally is. You look at a picture of him. I'm not trying to fat shame, but I mean, come on, guys. Oh.
Counterpart's coming out with 2 more beers, Ash. This
What's
week.
that?
Counterpart's coming out with 2 more cans this week. 2 more
Okay,
beers.
you know I'm off this weekend, so
Get over there. Friday they get released. 2 more cans.
my kids start their baseball tournament tomorrow, and they play again on Saturday. So yeah, I'll be in Port Coburn on Saturday. So
Nice.
I'll have to find time to swing by because I'm actually off this weekend, which is a fucking nice surprise. So
Excellent. Carrie, what are you drinking?
Bronan, Vermont IPA from High Road. Brewery.
Ronan.
From Hiram. Oh, how many did you
Oh,
end
show
up
the can.
bringing home with you?
What the fuck's it? If it's called like Bronan, it should have like a fucking fake
Bronan
Conan
the
the Barbarian on there. Yeah.
Oh, High Road. Okay.
I'm still liking that one, Carrie. I know that you didn't think too much of it like
Oh, I
last
think
week.
it
and
was
the
good.
week before, but-
I just
I
didn't
enjoyed it.
think it was as good as Zodiac.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was putting it. Yeah, I still enjoy it more than Zodiac, but whatever. That's my palate to your palate. So
Indeed.
Ashley's is better.
This stove smells like ice cream.
Oh, something better on the camera.
Say what?
Fuck, this beer.
Redbeard's
smells like
dog showed up for a second.
What are you drinking, Chris?
Greg's not there. I'm gonna rotate.
This is called Fudgy the
You heard
Beer
it.
from Captain Lawrence.
It's
a stout.
what?
Fudgy the Beer, and it's a beer. It's a stout brewed with. They were in collaboration with Carvel Ice Cream, so they dumped a bunch of Carvel signature chocolate crunchies fudge ice cream in it.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's fucking delicious.
The adjuncts out of control.
Oh, it's so good, and it's
So-
rolled up nicely too.
So many fermentables that were never meant to be fermented.
So it's
It's
ice
like
cream,
that
so you know
fucking
it's ice in it.
Slice the pies double India sour ale that I had from fucking.
Oh, from other
Well,
half.
they label it as a stout, but it's clearly a milk soda if you're putting ice cream in the fucking.
Do we
thing.
was the slice the pies? Was that one that you got from Joe, or was that one that we drank at the bottle share? I can't remember if I had the slice the pies or not.
Like it appeared in my shit when I
From
got
this
home.
bottle share?
Okay, so that's
I
the
don't
one.
remember.
Okay. Yeah,
And
because
that was one of the fucking best beers of my life. That was
okay, well,
fucking
you
so good.
went to the right home then. I took the American Solera Hanson Brothers.
Welcome back, Uric.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, he probably went off to fuck one of his road hookers. He's so pissed off.
Yeah,
He's
well,
looking at his,
he's bitching about not coming in. Greg goes AFK, so we bring Ewart in. Of course, he's not even fucking there.
He's sitting there admiring his like collection of fucking single malt, and just
Rare
this is
vintages
so
of
good.
Chivas Regal.
He's downloading Minecraft.
Which should I
He's
talk
sitting
about?
in his-
today?
He's downloading Minecraft.
Now he's sitting in his serial killer bedroom,
Right.
fucking listening to Huey Lewis in the news and like looking at his new business card he had made out. I know Ashley gets that reference, just by the way he's laughing.
I'm
There you go. Let's see if he's here this time.
gonna try again. Ewart!
Ewart.
You're
Ewart.
No pterodactyl. Ewart.
Jim Jean.
What?
Then he muted himself. Then he unmuted himself. Muted himself. Unmuted himself.
Is he trying to say something?
He's speaking in Morse code through the mute button.
That's why there's a private chat fucking area. Type your shit.
Get off your bogus fucking Apple product bullshit.
Yeah,
His audio is fucked, he says. That's hilarious.
Here we go. Here's just a message from Paul.
Life is pain. as
yeah, I
always.
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like laundry.
life is pain. Yeah, no. Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Jick, what are you drinking? That looks purple.
What am I drinking? I'll grab the bottle. I am drinking from Arcadia Ales a serial killer barley wine.
Oh,
10%
great.
ABV, 75.
You're doubling up on the barley wines? This should be
I'm
interesting.
doubling up on the barley wines.
Mhm.
This, we got these in for like $10 a piece or something last winter.
Yeah.
And they just went on clearance for $4 something.
What?
So I'm like,
Wow.
Are you
yeah, I'll
serious?
buy it.
How many did you
Kettle
buy?
have a beer called
I
Serial
just
Killer?
bought one.
What?
What's the ABV on it?
10.
Oh, good. You're fine.
Doesn't
I want
Cayman
to- I
Kettle
want to
have
check the
one
other-
called that?
what?
Same thing? I think the Cayman Kettle has a beer with the same name.
What's it
What
called?
do you call it? Serial
Serial
killer?
Yeah, that's their latest release. That's their cream ale that they just
Well, they're-
packaged up.
There's a brewery in Cape Breton that
wants
has a
back in.
serial killer stout. Big Spruce. Lee knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You're like, let me test my audio. Kick Greg out again. Bring
All right.
Bim Jean back in.
Bim Jean. There you go.
Hello? There we go.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello. How are you?
oh.
It's the wrong audio, but whatever.
Hello?
That's the
Can you hear
microphone
us
that's
through
in
the
your
hearing
anus.
Hello.
It'll be the first time you talk to your ass.
Is there
Oh, thanks
anyone
for saying
in there?
Thanks for swinging by when you went to fucking Fort Erie, asshole.
Listen, where you live is where to the fucking way.
It's down the fucking street, the Parkway. But we're good.
You probably live on the street that has some of the blacks living on it, and yours doesn't like that.
Wow. I went to Buffalo. What are you talking about?
Okay, hold on, Lee, because you grew up on the mean streets of Detroit. He is
I did.
Detroit through.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but everyone moved out of
Right.
Detroit, so he
I know.
likes it now.
He's 8 miles.
No, what scares me? It's white people.
He knows the struggle.
Yeah.
He knows the struggle.
Speaking of serial killers, you never see any black ones. They're all white.
There are black ones.
What?
The guy who did the Atlanta child murders was a black serial killer. They're very rare, though.
What about the
They
mass
are very
shooters?
rare.
What about the mass shooters?
They're,
Okay, hold on.
Washington snipers were black.
Yeah, the snipers. But that was it.
That was a weird fucking thing. When
Yeah,
that
what the
They're
hell?
snipers. That's basically white.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not white at all. They were both black.
Can you
No,
imagine
no,
living
but
in,
if you're
in that city when that was happening? Just like anytime
Oh,
you're
yeah,
walking,
like,
that would have been fucking. That would have been scary, man. Straight up.
Okay, so I have a somewhat related story, but it's a little funny. But okay.
What about
so-
serial
Like living,
killers?
living in North Bay, there's a sniper.
So I obviously work in retail, and working in retail, retailers, they give out various discounts for whatever reason. So I was watching my sales floor, and my sales associate was up front, and these two gentlemen came in, and just talking with them, they had an accent, so you can sort of tell that they're from the States. And obviously I work in Niagara Falls, so we get a lot of Americans who are coming over. And they're just looking at shoes, and one of my sales associates, she approaches them, and she's like, just talking to them in general. And then they look to her and they say, and this is like two middle-aged gentlemen just like myself, and they're like, "Oh, do you guys give discounts for the military?" And she's like, "I don't know for sure, but I know we do give out some discounts. Like we give out like discounts for like teachers and students. So I'll find out if we do a military discount. We honestly don't get that asked very often." So they look at her and they're like, "Yeah, but teachers don't get shot at." And then she looks at them deadpan and she goes, "Not in Canada, they don't." And I was just like, oh God. And they just sat there and they looked at her and they're like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right."
Yeah,
The States.
I can't counter that.
Oh God, I almost fucking.
Funny, there's a person I follow on Facebook, and she's like this nerdy. She was like she's like used to be a model or something like that. She's like this nerdy kind of just personality. Her name's Adrienne Curry, I think her name is. And she put a post up today. She's living in they moved to like Montana or some shit and something like that. And she's like this big, huge, long post about how she's blown away at how stupid people are that go for a walk in the woods and don't carry a gun. It's like I've
Why the fuck you going on
Montana, I
for a
guess
walk?
maybe there's bigger, scarier bears, but there's bears in the woods here. All my life, I've never had.
Got grizzlies?
I've never felt any need. No, there's black bears, and like if they're
Yeah,
hungry.
they got grizzlies in Montana, bro.
True, but still,
Yeah,
most bears avoid people, and make a lot of noise and stuff. I've never in my entire life felt the need to have a gun or anything besides like a stick that I'll walk around with in the bush.
I enjoy walking through the woods. Granted, it's not quite as
Raise audio,
country as
screwed
you guys. Is it? You can't hear me?
Around the woods in Etobicoke.
We can hear you, Greg.
Oh, okay. I enjoy walking through the woods. Granted, I'm not quite as country as you guys are, but I have a dog with me, and we don't have bears, but we do have coy wolves, which apparently like to attack people. I've never had any issues so far.
Like
Boy wolves,
a
coyotes. Yeah.
black bear is obviously less scary than a grizzly bear, but if it wants to eat you,
It'll fuck you up.
pretty
I
fucking
don't know.
scary. Like there was a story, I think it was a year or so ago, and some guy was in his cottage, and this bear like broke into the cottage and was like going after him. He escaped, but yeah, you never know, man.
I wouldn't even fuck with a bear cub, man.
Not at all. No.
I wouldn't fuck with a panda.
Yeah, did he
bear.
shoot that bear in the scalp and run around bald for the rest of time?
Jesus.
Easy there, the
At
great
the end,
outdoors.
she's bald on both ends
You
now.
just stole that from a fucking movie.
I didn't
Oh,
steal that.
oh, fuck
You
you!
did.
Were, oh,
It's the great outdoors, man.
oh.
The raccoon. That was one of wasn't that like an app? That was one of the first movies I can remember that had like an after the credits scene, and it was the raccoons talking.
Okay,
Hold on.
I just
Hold
wanna
on.
point out
I
that
may
not
be
only-
wrong. I think they blew the hair off its ass, not off
At the
its
end,
head.
it was already
Both.
bald, and then at the end they blew it off and then that's the raccoons were talking, being like, "Oh, did you hear?" And she's like, "Yeah, she's bald on both ends now."
Fuck you. You're voted off the island, man.
So wait, not only
Why?
was your
I can't,
not only was
steal
your
from the
place
great
dry,
outdoors?
but your Minecraft village is much worse than Redbeard. So you're.
By the way, I can't hear a word Greg is
Oh,
saying.
you fuck off.
We can all hear Greg just fine. So.
This is great. This is fantastic.
You're not missing much, really.
Okay.
I don't have a village yet. It's just my one.
Well,
Wait,
you've got a town.
my lair basically.
The point is that I believe Ewart is actually very jealous of your Minecraft accomplishments.
As he should be.
Can you honestly not hear Greg? Because that'd be funny
No.
because Greg's on an Apple product as well.
It's like
I am
I
not.
hear
No, that's
very
not true.
quiet, and I
Actually,
hear like little bits. Like
no, actually, I'm on a laptop, and
Yeah.
look, I've got a snowball mic. Here it is.
Ooh.
So I'm very sophisticated.
Oh, okay. So you're just trolling. All right.
I'm not trolling. I can't hear
No,
what you're saying.
you're just being an asshole, like he is.
How's your golfing? You were
Exhausting.
exhausting. Was it hot?
I wasn't. I was just tired. I
I
stayed
can't.
stayed up late at night and then played tired, and then
Yeah.
so played Friday, Saturday, and then I came home. Soon as I got home, I went and played again with a buddy from Ottawa
Gotcha.
who's in town.
Ewart, did
It
kids
was fun
hold
to
up
play,
hate you
so.
yet?
I know you can't hear Greg right now, but he's between two ferns.
Yeah.
I could see him.
It's fucking hilarious.
I like this look for Greg. This
Actually,
looks
that's probably one of the best camera setups I've seen from Greg in 2
Oh
years.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he.
Honestly, he looks okay. Actually,
I've got my wife's like
He almost looks respectable.
lighting setup in the back. I stole it and I'm using it.
Yeah, usually Greg's not.
Greg's
Greg's backlit or something like that. You can't even fucking see his face.
So
Well,
he
no.
looks almost like a sportscaster.
Yeah.
He sort of does, eh?
I've
Kinda-
decided-
yeah, it
That
kinda
headset,
does.
His
I've
tie
decided
on,
to get-
his
I've
cheesy
decided to get
tie.
serious
It's
with my
great.
lighting setup. Yeah,
All we have to do is actually raise the camera a bit on Greg, and then actually have it more on him instead of looking up at him. It would look a lot better.
well, like that.
No,
Yeah.
make it more horizontal to your face. Like
This
raise
is
the-
Jim Benson with the American Football League, and we're going to look at the fucking Seattle Seacats against the fucking Arizona Dung Beetles.
Yeah, I'm sending you guys.
Well, actually,
picture
he
of
can
my
report
setup
on
so
the
you can see my awesome setup.
NASCAR event that's happening outside his
Right.
condo.
Vroom, vroom, motherfuckers.
Which one of these fucking stupid rednecks is going to crash $1 million car into a wall and kill themselves? Find out! NASCAR.
Eric
No.
says
You
the
see Eric
corn.
Gilbert's content.
No,
Comment?
mostly around here is which 16-year-old kid is gonna crash his really loud shitty car.
Mm.
What? Does Eric say he lives in a sewer? You can smell the shit.
Yes, I do.
Makes sense. Adds
Lee,
up.
you buy a camera yet?
Huh?
Hey,
Lee, did you buy a camera yet?
No.
Okay,
All
just
right.
wondering.
Oh,
I could fucking send you my fucking old camera. Fucking
battery running low. I'll be back.
He's got the whole vocabulary of Khal Drogo or
That
something
one's
like that.
dangerous.
No.
No.
Greg's going. I'm gonna hop back in.
Hey, is Jick coming back? There's Jick.
What?
What was that? Sorry?
Jolly old St. Jickolas.
Oh.
Jolly old St. Nicholas.
Get that comment off the screen. Put our names back.
Get your jickles out.
So Eric Gilbert says the corn harvest must be at market because I can smell them in New
Jick will star.
Red right now. It's taking over the taste of my whiskey.
It's
It's a shitty
Love
whiskey
it.
right there.
a shitty whiskey if you can't.
Shitty fucking whiskey.
Is
Out of
Nick
the 7
talking?
days a week, how many days out of the week do you think that Eric Gilbert is drunk?
8.
Most of them.
I agree. Probably.
Is Nick
Like-
talking?
I'm still drinking
I
this
can't
guy
hear
here.
Nick either. What the hell's going on?
Can't what? You can't hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
We can hear, yeah, but you know what? We can hear you, but every time somebody comes in and back in, like goes out and comes back in, you know what, Nick? Bring me out and then bring me back in and see if you can.
Like
York, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's not. There goes my theory.
It's this StreamYard garbage.
Yeah, it's better than
I want
we got.
Streamer. I want
We don't have
StreamYard.
anything else right now.
I think it's more of an Apple thing, but whatever.
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah,
why?
yeah, possibly.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I want StreamYard to have 10 people maximum in here, like fucking go.
Yeah, I mean 6 is not really enough.
It'd be really nice
But what?
like,
It's,
to just put in the feature where it can do the switching between automatically shit too, so that the person
talking. Yeah,
doing the like Nick wouldn't have had to go through all that ridiculous shit with the fucking analysis tonight. He did a good job, but I'm sure it was a little annoying.
Yeah, I got a little distracted during the whole process trying to.
And that's the thing, when you're the host, you're kind of fucked because
because I got to do all this click shit.
Yeah, you really brought it down, Nick. And fucked up
Yeah,
the whole
shut
thing.
up,
Like,
dude.
it was just a fucking disaster.
Wow.
We'll put him in a timeout.
He's not coming back, man.
Just take it off. It's gone. It was terrible, Nick.
I
Still
gotta
talking, all right.
when Lee
Not
talks-
me. You.
Oh god.
Now I can't hear Lee.
Oh, I don't know. I hear
That's some
whining. and
bullshit.
bullshit.
Great. You're a big piece of shit.
Oh, I lost Lee too. This is crazy.
Lee's. Lee's
You're
starting to get
just
drunk.
a
We
big-
start bitching about everybody.
You were just a big steaming turd. Like he's worse than drunk
I
Pokeroo.
can't-
Like he's a fucking joke.
I can't hear him.
You were just like he's like just eating dicks all the time.
Wow.
It's terrible. I didn't even get what the fuck you were about. It's just
I'm
like
gonna leave. I'm gonna leave and come back, Nick.
All right. I'm just re-adding Greg.
That was good.
the best was the fucking visual on Lee right there. He's
That was
fucking-
great. That was so good.
You know, if you close your eyes and pretend to shake salt in your mouth, you can taste it.
It's times like these that I'm amazed we have 6 viewers. So there's
Hey,
actually
6
people watching
viewers.
this shit.
what up?
Yeah, that's not right at all.
Super dry asai.
Oh,
Super dry.
Super
Super dry and
asai.
super dry.
Yeah, see, when Lee was catching up on the comments, he just completely fucking glazed over all of my top tier comments.
Well, I figured you were gonna like bring them up in the actual chat now that you were like graced with actually coming into the conversation, but you
I was
failed.
having fun in the comments. I was
That's
just
a
shitting on all the crappy
classic-
beers that Nick
Classic
bought.
comments like, "It's a big cow."
That's a big cow, man.
Big cow. Moo. Or cheers, Eric. What you drinking, home slice?
There's no way I'm saying that shit.
Or shame on you for that Polish beer, chick.
Shame on you. God. Another
Fuck his
substandard
Lanza, you filthy
chores.
beer swill savage.
Anyways.
Wow, Greg's tie looks like a minstrel sucker.
Chris is left. Time to bring York back in.
Okay, so I can hear Lee. I can hear Nick. I can hear Ash. I think I hear Red.
It's too bad you didn't. It's too bad you couldn't hear me before because I said so many good things about you. You're
Can I hear Greg?
Can you hear me, Red Murray?
Ah, shit. I
You
can
look a
hear
little
Greg.
jaundiced, Greg.
Greg's very orange. Like
Yeah, he's very jaundiced. Did you use a spray tan, or have you just not been like consuming
No,
vitamin C?
He's very jaundiced.
No, he's got Craig's sepia
No,
filter
no,
on
it's
again.
just my lighting setup. I've got like a bright light shining towards me. You can see the beer analysis chat if you want to see what it looks like.
You match the color of Redbeard's beard.
There we go.
yeah, it's like
You
you
look
use
like a fucking
bronzer or some shit.
There we go.
Greg, stand up tall. I can make it so my beard is your hair.
It's like you're a goddamn walking, talking
Nice.
spray tan.
Nice.
Like
There we go. There we go.
That's a match right there.
Syncs up perfectly.
So he's Greg J. Trump.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Greg's doing
Maybe-
the gym
maybe
tan. and
Greg is
all.
a little tanned, or maybe the rest of us are just incredibly pale.
Well, you are pale.
speak for yourself, you ginger freak.
The bottom
Wow.
line is Trump 2020. Fuck your feelings, right, Nick?
I've actually gotten a fair bit of.
Oh, whoa! That was cold. That was fucking cold right there. Nick just looked at him like, you fuck, and then just got rid of him. That was great. I loved it.
He's abusing his powers.
Nick,
That was fucked. That was
have
just.
some mercy.
There was like no emotion there either. It was just like, fuck you.
So like the one thing Nick's enjoying about StreamYard is that he can kick people, but they're not actually kicked.
No, I have a bigger excuse to kick people because
Yeah, you can put people in purgatory.
I can put people in timeout because they're not here.
At least it's funny because Nick can kind of kick me and then like I'll be gone, but I can come back. And
You mean like that?
Exactly like that, Nick. Oh, way to grab the low-hanging fruit there, buddy. No, but in Google
You just
Hangouts,
want me to grab your low hanging fruit.
yes, I
Whoa.
do. In,
Oh,
in Google Hangouts, when you kick somebody, like they're literally banned. So
Yeah.
they couldn't come back in. Yeah. They had like the option to eject too. I think like you could eject and then you could kick or boot. One of them where you could actually they could come back in when they're or I forget.
Google Hangouts also had a fucking hole in it that they never patched up, where you could actually sabotage the Hangout if you knew how to do it properly. Where you got invited, you come in, and you could actually kick the host, and then like run the Hangout yourself, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh,
That happened a few times with Drunken One is really bad for putting the link in the chat. And so some people would come in and then like I was at one night, the thing got shut down like 4 times by his stupidity.
Yeah.
Jeez. Drunken one doing something stupid, you'll figure.
All right.
Wee.
Put us in there now.
I only had 2 beers
Anyone want to
tonight,
see
I'm
me
starting
dance?
to feel it.
You're muted, Chris.
oh,
All right, so from Nickelbrook, I'm drinking their Duplicitous.
Duplicitous.
It's a double dry hop citrus sour, 4.2%.
That's good beer.
Alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 0.
That's
You know what other thing? Haven't really brought up about this. Yeah, StreamYard. You can't fuck around with people like I can't mute anybody. Nick is the only one with that power, I believe, right now.
I'm the only one that can mute people?
Yeah.
Although, can't you like assign another person as like as a room host as well, or whatever, or moderator?
Oh, I like this.
You know what? I don't know. Let me
You've never had that, Chris?
No, I haven't had this before.
Really?
I thought I heard StreamYards has that ability where you can like you can assign another person as like a co-moderator or whatever.
Nick does technically have the free paid version right now, so
Yeah, well, they got me like a free trial or something, but
yeah, I
I'm
think it's a
still not
7-day.
impressed. I mean, like I can upload I think I can upload a logo.
I think you can change your avatar maybe, like so that if you turn your camera off, it's not just a little picture of a person, like
Yeah.
like Hangouts had forever for free. These guys are like, no way, you got
Yeah.
$20, man, and you can make your own picture. $20 a month, yeah.
So which version
Oh my
allows more than
God.
6 people?
None.
None. Okay.
You can't do more than fucking.
Like even that, like if you're gonna pay that much money, there should at least be the option for like. There's 2 tiers too. There's like the normal paid version, and then they have their premium version that's like even more expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not like
it's okay.
like upset over paying anything at all for
Yeah, but not that much
for this
money,
shit.
man.
But it's a lot of money. $30 a month, like $20 a month translates into $30 a month Canadian.
Yeah, but
That's
just
a
think of
lot
all
of
the
fucking
YouTube
money.
monies you're making off this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
not making any shit at all. This shit.
Jesus.
I'm also
There you
eating
go.
beef jerky that I made this week.
Hey, Nick,
look,
write
I can have it. Look at my
write them like a really, really professional email
Didn't, okay, hold on.
about bear analysis. Have them like, I don't know, check it out or something like that, and see if maybe they'd want to fucking sponsor the show. That'd be fucking cool.
No,
There
you
you
know
go.
what? Here's the thing.
Just
They
a
know
thought.
this shit ain't gonna fly for long. They
Yeah.
know that they're not gonna make any money off it in the long term, so they're trying to get all their fucking money up front.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
they know everyone's going to be like, fuck you, give it to us for free, give us 10 people on it. And they're going to eventually have to capitulate or it's just going to die.
I'm
and-
surprised there aren't
And they're
more.
recording all of our conversations too right now to watch them later.
I'm really
Probably.
surprised
Yeah.
there aren't
I hope they
more
are.
services that are popping up because like that's got to be a decent void that was created when Hangouts went away. Like a few fucking people were using that.
A lot of
Oh,
people
yeah,
are using that shit, yeah.
Just
It just seems like to me like there's a
That's
few
weird.
different options. I think there's maybe like 3 or 4, but none of them are like this. This is kind of the best we've got right now from what I've seen, which is it's not terrible, but it's a little sad.
There's absolutely no reason why they couldn't have as many people as you wanted that would fit the screen.
No, it's
These
really
days, yeah,
asinine.
yeah.
It's actually probably one number in the actual programming to say 6 and then change it, erase it, and put 9 and be like 9 people across.
Yeah.
Maybe their thinking is, I can understand them wanting it to be, well, even if there was 10 people right now, it would be like they could, I guess 9 would kind of be the ideal, because then this whole thing could shift down 1.
Yeah, you could do like 3 tiers of 3.
But
Sorry, I'm just doing a test here.
yeah. Oh, you gotta.
Nope.
Naked lady in the background, but that's fine.
That is
I
like.
can. I'm just putting Shit Bucket Manners thing in the background.
I love that.
Is that porn, Nick?
It is some people.
I feel there's
Yeah, let's get rid
comments.
of the
I feel there's
comment
comments we need to get to. That Jamie's commenting and no one's reading his comments.
Oh shit!
Isn't he? Oh, well, fuck. I'll get in
What?
this.
Jamie's
Which one of
comment
you
was
is in Nunavut?
I'll be right back.
I'm totally up in none of it. Look at me go. Yeah.
Redbeard's in Nunavut. Yeah.
100%.
Might as well be.
Oh,
You
you
know, have a
was
good
gone.
time
Okay.
with that I met.
Might as well be.
I mean, he's the north. I mean, everyone knows he's the North Bay sniper. He's already killed everyone in North Bay, so he might as well move to someone even more desolate.
I aspire to be like Lobo. That's
Lobo?
my overall goal.
Here's the thing: is that Redbeard's up north, but he's relatively south compared to the rest of Ontario. Just throwing-
No, he's very northern Ontario.
You shut up. You shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your face. All right, I'm gonna have one
That
more
way you
beer.
broke up. Are you still friends with Marcel, or did you completely break up, Redbeard?
Haven't spoken in I don't even know how long now.
Because what was it? He said you're not Northern Ontario, and you say you are.
That was not
Okay,
the reason for that, but that wasn't our big argument we had.
Okay.
It's about a lady.
Redbeard would probably recognize this beer.
Redbeard, were you both fucking the same lady?
All the Trailway beers are pretty damn good. You haven't cracked open a Trailway beer in a while that I've seen.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, they just released a new can, a batch of Good Weather this last month. I had a what chat we did? We did a hangout recently, didn't we? Did we do one on your channel?
You and I just kind of hung out for a
Yeah,
couple
we
hours.
did a hangout there with Greg or something on Friday night.
I came out on Saturday night for like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I had no shirt on.
yeah. Well, I drank a Hujon hops then.
Huge on hops. Remember we figured that out?
Hujon hops, yes. I'm just used to calling it Hujon.
Yeah, I hung out with you guys. Then went to our special place, and I watched the hottest black girl in the world get fucked.
Yeah, you were talking about how you saw Agnes and saw some guy with a prolapsed anus.
Yes, there was a guy with a prolapsed anus as well.
Oh no! That's good.
My wife,
Just your average Saturday when I met
Gross.
out.
my wife had never seen that before, so I had to explain to her what a rosebud was.
Oh god!
Rosebud, like Casablanca.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's Citizen Kane, Nick.
Isn't North Bay
That was
further
pretty
north
bad,
than Nunavut?
Oh yeah, North Bay totally 100%.
Imagine taking a shit with a prolapsed anus.
And that's then, not then, smart guy.
Well, and the thing is, usually guys don't get it unless you're doing a lot of anal sex, but it can happen when you're working out. So
Yeah,
Or
if you
lift
strain
too hard, you push your
yeah.
anus into your asshole.
I remember watching a video one time of this person doing the deadlift or something, and they peed, and then got up and tried to shrug it off, tried to kind of kick the pee away with their foot or something, so people wouldn't. It was a fucking.
Gross.
that's actually very common with female weightlifters who are lifting really heavy weights, like
I think it might have been. I think it might have actually been a female.
Yeah, when women lift a lot of weight, they actually lose control of their I guess bowels the wrong word. Their I guess urethra or whatever you want to call it. And they actually they will actually, when they're lifting heavy weights, they will pee themselves, and that's just kind of a normal thing for female weightlifters. It's not really something that I think they want to advertise, but yeah, it happens pretty often.
Great.
Lee looks just fucking so gross.
I just have this mental image of a dude with a prolapsed asshole trying to take a shit, and then his asshole's dunking in the water, before the time of his ball sack dunking in the water because he's so old, or something like that. It's like the prolapsed anus is just it just goes.
If
I
you-
just want to say hello to our 7 viewers at this
Cheers.
point right now.
cheers. I hope
Oh,
you
God.
have stance. If any of
Gross.
you, if any of you want to get an image of my Saturday night, it's basically like a white dude with prolapsed anus fucking a black girl who looks just so bored out of her mind that she would literally rather be anywhere other than under the guy who's fucking her right now.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, it reaches down and hits the water, and then it's like a airlock in a submarine or something, letting out a smaller submarine or something like that. Like there's no plot or anything. You're just the shit just comes out in the water.
Wow.
So basically, Greg, what you're
that
saying,
was a vivid description, buddy. That was good.
so Greg, what you're saying is that she was getting banged by a dude with a tail.
Yeah, pretty much though. Actually,
Banging dogs.
it's a funny story because I don't
She's
want
a
to
dog fucker.
I don't want to go too far into it, but the white guy and his lady who was getting banged by the black girl's boyfriend was actually a couple that came on to us a few weeks ago, and I would have done her because I'm just whatever, I'll do anyone. But my wife said a no on that one because she didn't find the lady attractive and she didn't find the guy all that attractive. So it was kind of weird being like, oh well, yeah, we could have had that, but
Dodged a bullet there. Yeah.
yeah, we dodged
That's a prolapse anus there.
we literally dodged a prolapse anus. So,
What would farting with a prolapsed anus be like? Would that be like a trumpet playing or something like shit like that?
again, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have you know that my anus is fully intact, so I don't
Those
know.
Chinese water
It's
weeds.
just
Could you stretch it out, drill holes in it along the way, and then like you could play flute when someone farts,
Skin flute.
get different notes.
I imagine it would look like a lot like the Predator's face.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's more like fucking Alien, isn't it? It's like the fucking little jaw that comes out.
Oh well, I don't know. I mean, either or. I guess it depends how.
Holy fuck.
I would say this particular prolapse anus looked more like a predator than an alien.
Okay, well,
It was out, but it wasn't like crazy out.
and I mean, if you're eating the guy's asshole out, then it's like a face hugger, isn't it?
Well,
Like at that point, like.
I mean, I didn't eat the guy's asshole out, so I'll just have to sort of like.
But you got to kind of think it'd be like that,
Go
right?
with your estimation of that.
That'd be like really undercooked jerky at that point.
Oh no! So no, it would be like Silence of the Lambs, where Hannibal Lecter put that dude's face on as a mask to escape.
Shit.
It'd be like that, because you would expect there to be some blood and shit, right?
Was that Silence of the Lambs or was that?
Yeah.
Hannibal?
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah,
where
it
he,
was silence.
where he was in a cell.
Okay, no, yeah, okay, I remember now. I haven't watched that movie in a while.
Redbeard, I can smell your cunt.
Yeah, fling some sperm at me now.
Why not? Why not? What's a little sperm between friends?
Potentially kids.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Come on, Greg, give me a butt, baby.
Oh, a butt baby. Oh man, it would be a North Bay butt baby. That'd be weird.
That's fucking great.
Ginger.
I mean, as tanned as Greg is right now, if he did have sex with Redbeard and they had a butt baby, it would probably be the only black person in North Bay right now, right? Because
I gotta be honest. I think if Redbeard and I had a butt baby, it would look a little bit like Tristan.
yeah, maybe.
okay.
Like
Like
what?
not completely like him, but like
Butt
just a little
baby.
bit. I feel like that's kind of the middle ground between me and Redbeard.
There you
Give
go.
a man a plane ticket and he'll fly for a day. Push a man out of a plane and he'll fly for the rest of his life.
No, he'll fall for the rest of his life.
Wow.
Flying.
Well, you kind of have the experience of maybe flying for a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
you spread out.
flying is not. I mean, falling is not flying. Like, flying is the ability to kind of keep going and falling. You can kind of maybe do a nice fancy flip or something, a la the skydivers, but you got no real control. Maybe you can land, depending on from how far you fall, maybe in some water and not die, or just be one of those super lucky people that fall from planes and don't die. But the odds are, you get pushed into a plane, you're gonna be pretty.
Yeah, you're pretty fucking done for.
Just like even like if you're in a plane crash, like they don't happen as often as car crashes, but most car crashes aren't fatal. Most airplane crashes are pretty fatal.
Pretty, yeah, they're not just fatal; they're pretty fatal.
Quite fatal.
What?
Gravity's a bitch.
News
Yeah.
to me.
They need to stock the airplanes with a supply of the. You see that guy that crossed the English Channel, but didn't really cross the English Channel, on that weird like jetpack, but it's not a jetpack. It's like a drone basically that he stands on and like flies. Have you seen this?
No,
guy?
I haven't seen that.
No, it's
Sounds
like
like
you can fly for something like 12. It's like way more. You know the jetpacks they have that actually
Yeah.
exist. They can fly for like 30 seconds. They're super impractical. This guy has, aside from being unbelievably loud, he can actually go really fucking fast and go. He had to stop in the middle of the English Channel and swap out his fuel and then keep going. So he didn't really, and it actually took him 2 tries. He fell because the platform wasn't big enough or something the first time. He tried to land on it and just fell into the ocean. So they had to try it again, and he made it this time, but again, didn't really do it in one go. But the thing is, it's like find footage of it or something like that. I don't know what to search for, but like, I don't know what the hell it's called.
Thing's not solar yet.
You've probably seen a version of it. Like, have you guys ever seen? They're like tourist attractions kind of thing now, where there'll be a jet ski with this like tube coming off it, and this platform you stand on kind of thing, or these boots,
I
and you
know.
can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically that, but without the water. The whole thing is like a self-contained unit that uses like, I think it uses fans, but it might use some kind of like jet engines. I'm not even sure, because it's.
I mean, let's
pretty
Either
be
way,
real.
it's pushing air either way.
Yeah.
like if I had something like that, I could get anywhere in this city in like a minute, and it'd be so cool to just fucking freak people out flying. Yeah,
Look,
be
it's
so
so
awesome.
Iron Man, Redbeard.
Well, and the funny thing was, France has their big parade thing. The thing that inspired Donald Trump to want a military parade that he saw in France. During this year's, whatever it's called in France, this guy was actually there flying around on top, like over the crowd with like a fake machine gun in his hand, being like, yeah, this is what we're going to equip our soldiers with so they can sneak up on people by making the sound of a small engine while flying over top and being not stealthy at all. It's really not a viable option for the military, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, you see all these dreams that these like 1950s, 1960s nuclear families had of like hover cars and stuff. Here it is, and here's why it was never given to the general public, because A, it wouldn't make anyone any money. B, it would just be a piece of shit.
And again, like I would if somebody gave me one, it'd be awesome. But I can't. The price tag on one of those things, and I'm pretty sure the guy that designed it and flies it is the only person in the world who can fly it. Like he's broken bones and shit and done all that, going through the training, and nobody else can fly this thing except for
I mean,
him.
You know
They
who
do
else
sell-
broke their bones? The Wright brothers. That's who.
That's right, those fuckers. The OGs.
OG motherfuckers.
Tony Stark.
Sweat and bled. Tony Stark, Howard Stark. They fucking did. But
Howard Stark.
they do have like legit hoverboards, but apparently those things fucking crash and burn pretty quick too.
That was a thing going back to the one podcast we did. I think it was Captain America, where they have like the expo, whatever happening,
Mm-hmm.
and Howard Stark's story has like the hovering flying car,
Yeah.
but it crashes. He's like, we're still working on it, but it still worked for a few seconds. And so between then and like current time, they never did anything more with it.
Kind of goes into like the shield stuff
Yeah, I guess it
Well,
would. Yeah.
in a way. Although like the fucking big aircraft carrier isn't really a hover ship. It's more like I mean it's a hovercraft in the sense of like hovercrafts that you see on water and shit with the big fans and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know, kind of thing. But
Are we doing? Is the next one this Saturday? Do you know yet? What's happening?
no, not this Saturday.
Okay. And what is the fucking next one?
Next one's Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Am I allowed on the next show since I didn't like the movie you guys liked last time?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Did you guys?
You know what? Iron Man 3, aside from the big kind of dick in your face that was the Mandarin in the movie. Like overall, I thought it was actually quite enjoyable.
I personally enjoyed Iron Man 3, and I have no knowledge of the comics whatsoever. So
Yeah, like the Mandarin.
I mean, the Mandarin was like, okay, who cares? The spoilers, the Mandarin was not really the
guy that Ben Kingsley, like when he was before you knew, and he seemed like this guy, you know, sitting in a chair and kind of looked like had that look to him, like it was like, oh, okay, this could be the Mandarin. But then, like the Mandarin is supposed to be, he's got these 10 rings of power, which are like they're like ancient. It's like science and magic kind of mixed into these rings, and he has like incredible fucking power. He's basically the most badass enemy that Iron Man kind of has. And after the movie, I don't know if you ever saw the Marvel one shots. There's a few of them.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
The All Hail the King one kind of explained that no, the Mandarin is there somewhere, but now that Iron Man is the spoilers for Endgame. Sorry, now that Iron Man's. Are you fucking serious?
I haven't seen it yet. It just came out.
I haven't seen it yet
Oh
either.
my
but
god, it's been out. It's been out in like high def for like a month now. Jesus Christ. Okay, well anyway, yeah. End of my sentence apparently. You all suck.
If you guys haven't seen it by next Wednesday, Redbeard's gonna spoil the shit out of
Okay,
it.
fine. If I haven't seen it,
And
by
even the fact that you don't know what I was about to say, like I just got good on you for avoiding.
I got
everything.
no knowledge on that at all. I avoid everything.
I'm impressed. It was
Wow.
like actually when was it The Force Awakens, the newest of the new trilogy, the first of the new trilogies,
The
Star
last
Wars,
Jedi?
Spoilers,
and
guys.
no, the Force Awakens, the first one that came out,
Okay.
and I hadn't seen it. I didn't see it in the theater, and I didn't get a chance to see it and everything. I was waiting for it to come out, and I had avoided everything, and I was watching. Remember it was like a late night show called At Midnight that was on for a while with Chris
no.
Hardwick.
Yep.
Anybody
Mhm.
remember that show? Anyway, there was on that show, and they put a picture of this guy. This guy had a fucking vinyl decal thing made up for the back window of his car, and it said, "Han Solo dies in the new Star Wars." And I was, "Are you fine?" Like I'd avoided everything, and it was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it like this show, like of all shows, I was like, "Really, this show?" Like they're all nerds, they all know that kind of shit, and it was. I was
Spoilers beforehand.
no. Afterwards, you know, like someone was like, "Yeah, you should. If you haven't seen it by now, it's on you." And I was like, which again, kind of where I am at with you, fucking bastards in Endgame. Like, come on.
Just came out on DVD yesterday on DVD. So
Yeah.
oh, wait.
I've already seen it. I think I've seen it at least
I've tried to watch it on.
probably almost 10 times at this point.
Listen, I've tried to watch it on the Android box, and every stream I've watched have been like I'd start, and then all of a sudden there'd be a fucking some bullshit commercial or whatever the fuck. I'm like, okay, this is interrupting my shit, so forget it.
Actually, I think I saw the one that you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I saw that, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? You put a fucking commercial in my
Yeah,
shit?"
it's like a gambling
But
or some shit. I don't know.
But that was the only one. It was there that one time, and then the rest of the movie was fine.
Oh, I kept.
Oh.
Well, I
No,
mean,
the one I watched, it was only that one time, and then
That's
I
weird. I've
did
never
actually
seen it.
find
It's horrible.
I did actually find two. Like one was a really good video, it had some fucking weird audio, and one was really good audio with fucked up video. And I was like, you know what? I got nothing to do today, so I put them both in Vegas, and I fucking remixed it myself and made my own like custom version of it, and
That's hilarious.
it was pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
It worked out pretty well.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
But no, you're right.
Next week.
Mandarin is actually showing up in the Master of Kung Fu TV series for the Marvel, the
Oh, yeah?
Disney streaming shit or whatever.
apparently they might be retconning Mandarin from whatever.
But
Well, they're not
according
right.
to
They're
your
not really.
Marvel cards. The Mandarin ain't shit.
Yeah.
Terrible
That's
stats on
fucking
that
hilarious.
fuck.
You know
But
what?
yeah,
I
no,
have his hero click somewhere. I can show you that. He's got some cool powers.
They're not so much retconning as they're just like they're introducing the real one because the whole Iron Man 3 thing is that he's just they're using the legend of the Mandarin for their own gain or whatever, you know.
But the actual Mandarin wasn't impressed with that. So it's been long enough now that they can bring him in, and they can pretty much not even reference that if they don't want to. But people who know that from the past would be like, "Oh, he's finally here." kind of thing.
As long as he doesn't look like Fu Manchu, because they'll have a lot of people going, "You racist fuckers."
So
You know
Because
what,
that's
though?
the-
He looked basically like that in the comics. So if anything,
Yeah, well, that was a different time though. Like
yeah.
the modern comics, he doesn't look like that. I've
So
seen pictures.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's true.
So Black
Prison.
Widow prequel, anyone getting into that one? That's gonna be
Yeah, I'll watch it. Fuck yeah.
I'm not like that.
Oh,
That's
go,
one,
baby.
That's
I'll
one I
see
don't know if
fucking Scarlett Johansson run around in a leather tight suit. Fuck yeah. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what the context is.
Like, as far as Marvel
Mhm.
movies go, that one might not really make me want to go to the theater to see
Well,
it.
it all
But
depends
I'll
on
still
who's
wanna
gonna
see
be in it, because that's what they do.
Like it'll
They'll
be
fucking
it'll be
bring in
interesting.
cameos.
Oh yeah, there'll be a bunch of
Samuel
like
L. Jackson, he's coming in for sure.
Well, I expect Samuel L. Jackson and I expect Hawkeye. That's what it's going to be, because it's going to be a prequel for like before she met Tony Stark and all that other shit. So
there'll be at least one other cameo from somebody else in a weird kind of context that you wouldn't expect. and
Thor will
I'm
be in
not
it for no reason other than he's Thor.
And I don't know about that because that was like way
they
before
could
Thor was
they
really.
could
Remember,
They
he
could
was in the first Thor movie. You probably don't remember that, but
who?
Hawkeye was in the first.
Yeah,
Thor.
Hawkeye. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that.
No, but I mean Hawkeye and her have this shared history where like
Budapest.
reminds me of Budapest, and it's like you and I remember Budapest quite differently.
You know, what's funny about the-
Hawkeye's like a bunch of chicks in my work that I should have fucked, but I haven't, and like I feel there's something missing.
I think the next run of Marvel movies before they bring in one big final one like Endgame, I think they should have one character that can travel literally through time and just make appearances once in a while.
That's the
I don't
Loki
know.
series.
I don't know if they're gonna do like quite what they did with Endgame this time because of the way that that was 10 years of build up with like how many like that was like that nothing like that has ever been done, and I don't know if they could ever do that well again. The movie that
They
I'm
don't need to do that too. It's
Yeah,
like
I know, I
you
agree.
don't need to build up to another big story. Like
it's
you can
still
have-
it's still a shared universe,
No,
but
but
like you don't
yeah.
have to have one like
Bring the
Galactus
X-Men.
is a thing that could potentially involve some movie people on Earth
Well, I
coming
mean,
together. Like
I'm
once they
pretty
get
sure-
the X-Men and Fantastic Four, they could do
Yeah.
like an Avengers, X-Men, and
Versus-
Fantastic Four movie kind of together, which would be pretty fucking cool.
X-Men would be awesome.
No, but they are going to build up to some big thing, whether it's Galactus or whether it's like I'm not super familiar with the Marvel universe. I don't know who the most powerful villains are, but
There's a
they're going to build up to the next big thing. And mark my words, it's going to be a while. It's going to be at least 10 years from now. There's going to be a thing where the current Avengers, whatever they are, they're going to be defeated. They're going to be like, oh my God, we're all defeated. It's like, oh no, what are we going to do? They're going to be like, oh, well, we need to bring back.
Wolverine.
And then suddenly Tony Stark's going to come back and it's going to be like, hey, Robert Downey Jr., you want to make another $100 million? We need you back for this movie.
I wouldn't be
Man's gonna come
surprised.
back, and
Possibly.
Captain America's going to come back. It's going to be a reunion of all the fucking characters. They'll find a way to bring Scarlett Johansson back. All the characters you love are going to come back, but it's going to take another 10 years or so because Disney, if they're good at one thing, they're good at biding their time. Only in the Marvel universe, they really fuck up in the Star Wars universe. So Disney, get your shit together with Star Wars.
the movie.
A good job with Marvel.
The one that I'm pretty much like the one that I'm looking forward to is the Eternals. That is going to be. I think that's the one that's potentially going to have the most to do with the
yeah,
overarching plot.
Isn't there some like Eternals enemies that are like a lot more powerful than Thanos?
There's not a lot like Thanos is Thanos is an Eternal.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the Eternals,
Ninja Turtle.
but he's
Yes.
like there
definitely.
are
Like Thanos is a Ninja Turtle? What the hell?
there aren't a lot of bad guys
had
in
enough
Marvel
beer
that are
tonight.
stronger than Thanos is. Like he's the dark side of Marvel. When we go to DC side, dark side is
The
like
dark
basically
side.
one of the biggest baddest. But there are still there's a big pool of evil. Again, there's Galactus.
And they
They
don't.
could do some kind of thing
I
with
mean-
Doctor Doom. He's a fucking
I mean,
big bad guy.
let's get real. They don't even need to fucking worry about that shit. Like, they can do anything, and people will watch the fucking movies. They can just tell like intimate, small stories. They can have a couple Spider-Man movies where he's like dealing with his sort of local grounded foes in the area and shit like that. They can have a Fantastic Four movie of Doctor Doom.
Anybody
Again,
else
an
here
X-Men
see
movie
the?
with Magneto.
Anybody
Yeah,
else
they-
here see the new Spider-Man? By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. Did you? What do you think of that after the after credit scene, the first one? Was that not fantastic?
It's all right.
I enjoyed it. Well, the one where he got exposed by the.
Don't like the fact they got that person to do what that person did.
That's
is-
pretty funny. That's fun.
It was that was one of the like, in
I
my
like how
in my
they-
opinion that like 2 minutes was almost the same level of like, oh my god, as like the 2-hour movie I just watched. That was one of the best mid-credit scenes I've ever seen.
I'm happy they brought him back, and I like the context they put him in because it just kind of makes sense in the modern day because there's no newspapers anymore. So
Yeah, and the way and the villain, don't want to give anything away again,
Mhm.
but the way things ended with the villain, the potential for a Sinister Six movie and the villain still being there in the way that he was there is kind of still possible. 'Cause-
yeah, and I mean I think they wanted to do that with the Sony Spider-Man, like that latest series that was going on.
with
I think
Garfield.
they were kind of thinking they wanted to like do that eventually with like all those bad guys coming together, but of course that series died. So
yeah, Greg, I'm not sure if you know what I meant, Greg, but like
I don't care
because
what Redbeard thinks.
that's a cool looking. I like that. What is that?
me, Grimlock,
Grimlock don't care what
Yeah.
Redbeard thinks.
He's worth a lot of money, eh?
That's literally Nick's nipple clamp.
Yeah, this is an original Generation 1 Grimlock.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there you go,
that's
Nick.
worth the money.
That's
I mean,
before they really put the effort into making them
Wait,
look
Red
cool.
Mirror's
Look,
taking-
actually look animatronic. There's I got a Starscream reissue too.
Oh my
Ooh,
god, are you serious?
Nick,
Yeah.
can you fucking mute yourself? Because Red Beer was gonna say something to me, and I was interested.
No, I'm.
I was gonna say I don't know if you know if you got what I meant there, like that with Mysterio, he can be in the Sinister Six, like when in the fight scenes in the movie, the way that it was done with him, they can still do that.
Well, again, I don't know shit about Marvel comics, so I have no thing. But wasn't Mysterio like an alien in the Marvel comics?
no.
No. In the comics, they did him. When they got me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't spoil it, but the twist, I was kind of playing along, being like, what do they do? Like how is this gonna work out to be like Mysterio is actually Mysterio? And the scene in the bar, yeah, that's Mysterio. That's what he does.
So that's
And
actually
the way they did it in this movie, usually it's just Mysterio the way it was done in the movie, and then like all the kind of cool ways it connected to the past was beautiful. That was
So it's
really well done.
literally just some dude that likes to put on a theatrical show, basically.
He used to be his original origin is that he's a Hollywood stuntman who knew all kinds of special effects and stuff like that, and he turned that into a criminal career. So all of his stuff was smoke and mirrors. Like
Yeah,
he had no actual superpowers or anything like that. It was all just illusions and shit.
So
he's just
it's-
really really good with the illusions and shit.
So it's the same as that in the Superman universe, the Golden something. What was his name? With Superman.
What?
There's some golden dude in Superman who comes back from the future and pretends to be a
Oh,
Superman.
Booster Gold. No,
Oh,
he actually
yeah.
has powers.
Yeah, Booster Gold has powers. He does come back and becomes like tries to be like a celebrity with his powers and stuff, but he does like he's not as strong as he likes people to think he is, but he's a legitimate fucking superhero.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I think a lot of it is from his suit. I don't think he actually maybe doesn't have powers himself, but
Yeah,
he's got a suit and he's got that little robot called Skeets that in one comic had Mr. Mind in it. Like, have you guys seen Shazam?
Skeet.
Oh, jeez.
Anybody here not seen Shazam?
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
have-
No, I
There
haven't
you
seen it.
go. There you go.
Oh no, okay. I
Transformed.
highly
That's a-
recommend Shazam. It is
That's
the
$100
best,
right there, Nick.
my favorite of
Yeah,
the
really, it's
DC
loose
movies
and
so
it's
far.
missing some of the stickers. I don't have any weapons for him either.
Oh, you don't have the weapons?
Yeah,
That's from
Grimlock don't need weapons.
yeah Grimlock didn't need any fucking weapons. He'd bite your fucking head off.
Nick doesn't have any
It's
comments.
in good shape though.
either, 'cause it's too
What
big.
about that Starscream?
Well, the Starscream's a reissue from 2002, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's not like made out of metal and you can't hurt your friends with it?
No,
by throwing it at them?
it's made out of metal. It's just
Is it?
the missiles on it are fucking long ass pieces of shit like this.
See, that's what I
They
like
used
about
to be like short ones.
That's a
That's
little-
what
I-
I like
I
about
have-
all of them.
I have some of the actual Lego cannons that fire the fucking piece before they got banned because people like choked on them and died.
That's so fucking stupid, man. Like people are
You know-
dumb. Like
you
that's
know what?
natural selection.
Yeah, exactly. Kids who choke and die on fucking like Lego, they deserve to die, and it's just
Like,
weeding
yeah.
out the stupid people.
You have a
Speaking of
huge
dinosaurs,
shark hanging
yeah,
out.
I
Get
have
out of the
a-
way.
I have a Tyrannus Rex, like random toy thing that I think I got at Wendy's when I was maybe 10 years old.
Did you
I mean, damn it! When I was a goddamn kid, we had
There.
the fucking die-cast metal, fucking Transformers. We had the fucking Tonka trucks that were made out of solid fucking metal. You threw them at your friends because you didn't know how to play
Jesus.
properly. You hurt your friends, and
Oh.
they didn't die, and you didn't die when they hit you. And I'm
Dude.
still here
Right,
today.
dude.
Fuck these little
Dude, when I was a kid,
shitty millennials who can't fucking live in this world unless they're protected. They should have a
Oh.
fucking metal die-cast transformer thrown at their fucking anuses and see if they survive. And if
Dude,
they
when
can survive, then they can go on.
when I was a kid, my one friend
Yeah,
had
one
this fucking
friend.
awesome set. Well, one of my friends, sorry, had this awesome setup in his backyard, like kind of the sand pit little area with
There.
all of this cool. He had all like the awesome
Is that a
metal
reissue or
Tonka
is
trucks.
that original?
Nope,
And I
that's
just
an
wanna say-
original Optimus Prime.
If we ever threw one of those trucks at each other, we would have died.
That's so
I don't
The
have his
original
fist.
badass-
You
I
would have
have
died
the
if you were a
gun.
pussy.
Do you have the
I think
gun?
I have the gun.
No.
I think I
No.
have the gun somewhere. It's stored away somewhere, but I
What
Yeah,
about
let's
the
I
try
don't
it.
I don't have his
The
fist.
trailer.
Oh,
The
that's actually
trailer's
bad.
right here.
He's got
Yeah.
no hands.
Man.
Yeah, well,
Nick,
that's
we
it.
don't want
They're-
to know
they're
why we don't want to know why you don't have the fists.
Well,
Nick-
I
Nick-
bought
Nick
them
broke 'em
used
off.
back like 20 years ago, almost 20. I bought them used. I never had them when I was a kid.
That didn't sound good, really. Right.
Yeah, so there you open the trailer and of course it opens up
I
and
feel like
you
Nick buys
Oh,
you
shit.
because why not?
Are they
got,
handmade?
it's like the Japanese mini Optimus
Does that actually transform?
Japanese, right?
and the mini Megatron.
Do those actually transform?
Yeah, these actually transform.
That's crazy.
Dude, transform those because I feel like that's going to be cool.
No,
than the big
don't.
one.
You'll break it because you're
Oh,
drunk.
these little things? Yeah, I'll break it.
That was always the
I
dumbest
think
thing to
I think
me.
it's tight off.
That was always the stupidest thing in the world that Megatron turned into a gun that someone else then had to fucking point and shoot.
Well,
that was
Shockwave.
just-
Oh, come on. It was
Stupidest
fucking
thing.
badass when we were kids.
I know. I always thought it was dumb. I always thought it was the dumbest thing. Like,
Shockwave would have.
Optimus Prime turns into this
Done
fucking
that.
badass.
I have
truck and
a
most
I have a
people,
sound wave
and then
from
comes
my-
out and Megatron's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." Somebody take
Soundwave
me up and
was
shoot
my
me. Somebody
favorite.
use.
Soundwave was cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna break this thing if I try to transform.
I had the
right
Soundwave,
now.
where like the little cassettes that actually
Yeah.
transformed but actually played.
Right-
That was
right.
fucking cool when I was a kid.
I think Megatron
Rumble.
was actually more deadly when he didn't transform. Like he had the big fucking arm cannon and shit, and he was
Yeah.
like killing motherfuckers
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
I
I get
I
it.
don't think he ever. I don't think he ever killed anyone when he transformed as a gun, like the Transformers movie or whatever, where that traumatized a fucking generation of kids because it's like they're getting I watched that in theaters, and it's like, and I was
Oh,
big into Transformers at that point.
Transformers movie was fuck like yeah.
Transformers movie, first 10 minutes, like half your favorite Transformers
Oh,
get
yeah.
murdered, straight
Right.
up murdered.
So Hasbro can sell more fucking toys.
Ratchet!
Like,
Ah!
like
No!
fucking Wheeljack just bites it like that.
It's like they had this whole series where they're getting shot and beat up all the time. They don't die, and then all of a sudden, like in the first like 5-10 minutes, they're all
They're
dead.
dead. They're all
What?
dead.
Fucking dead motherfucker.
Wheeljack, Ratchet, Ironhide, all the Optimus Prime even fucking dies.
Yeah.
Is
Spoiler
is there another
Spoiler alert.
Michael
Spoiler
Bay
alert.
one in the works, or is he finally done?
I hope he's
Pretty
done.
much
Those
shit's
those
done.
movies
There
are
you go.
shit.
I didn't.
There's,
I saw
there's
the last.
Soundwave.
Do you have the
That's
cassette
awesome.
for it?
Yeah.
Shit, what are their names?
The last one I saw
Laserbeak and Rumble. I have Laserbeak.
was,
Right
the
here.
last live action one I saw was the
Who's the
Mark
Panther?
Wahlberg one.
What's a panther?
Ravage.
Ravage, yeah.
Ravage. Yeah, that's Ravage.
Cool.
I just have Laserbeak.
Oh, it's
I've-
Laserbeak and Buzzsaw for the
They
two.
missed out.
Laserbeak and Buzzsaw were the two tapes. This is actually Laserbeak. He's red. The original that came with Soundwave was Buzzsaw, the orange one.
They missed out on a potential marketing thing there because there were tapes that size. You could actually you could have actually marketed like a player, and you could have marketed fucking tapes that size of just like Transformer sounds and vocals and shit on them, and then played them.
There's-
It would have been.
I've got 2 Rocket Pack things for him too, but yeah, these things are exactly the same size as a micro cassette.
That
I
is
thought
actually
Soundwave did actually work as a radio.
that legitimately blew my fucking mind when I was a kid. The first time I never had it. But
See,
one of
yeah,
my friends did,
Ashley's
and to
even
see that, I
smarter.
was
Like, just make Soundwave a fucking radio. Yeah.
I thought he was though. Like I thought he actually functioned as a radio.
No, I didn't.
He should have. Like, I mean,
Well,
it would have been hard to do.
If you,
And
if
I
you
mean,
open up
so-
his back cover,
Yeah.
like right here, it actually opens up, and there's his gun. Like it's actually 2. He's got
That's
one
right.
piece that actually mounts on his shoulder right
Yeah,
here,
one is
like
right
that,
on the arm.
and then the other one is actually a missile launcher.
It's a projectile.
Yeah.
See, yeah, they could have released that like Soundwave as a functioning radio. It would have been slightly heavier than what you would have wanted, but they could have done that, and then they could have sold like the tape separate, so you could have the transformer. They would have came with the tape as well, so you could put the transformer in it, or you
Yeah.
could put the tape in it, and you could have played it. Like,
Damn, I miss my old toys.
why
I
was Hasbro not fucking hiring me? Like, what
I
the
had,
fuck?
a crap,
I
I had a
collect
crap
these
ton of
again.
He-Man toys, of the He-Man figures when I was a kid.
I had a few
I-
of those.
I collected a lot of these again back in my late teens, and I still have a whole bunch of them. So
And the amount of Lego that like the only Lego I still have to this day is my pirate Lego, because when my parents separated, and my mom, I lived at my dad's house like mainly, and my mom, I went there
Yeah.
like once or twice a month, and she bought me nothing but pirate Lego,
nice.
which she always kept for me. And my dad, I had all my city Lego. I had this entire. If you look it up, there's a collection. There was space Lego called M-Tron, like M-Tron, and it was
Yeah.
all red and black, and they were these fucking really cool space vehicles and spaceships and stuff.
Nice.
And I had the entire collection of those vehicles, and that was like my pride and joy. And my dad remarried, and they decided to have a garage sale and just like put all my Lego into a fucking big like Rubbermaid tote and sold the whole
Fuck.
thing as like.
Oh,
And that fucking
that's
M-Tron
weird.
collection now is worth some fucking money. And I had like my whole like I had a bunk bed in my bedroom, and I slept on the top bunk, and the bottom bunk was just like a piece of plywood, and that was my Lego city. And before I even knew like about Batman or anything, like I wasn't really into that kind of comics. They're about Archie comics. That's my dad bought me. But my city had a superhero called the Knight Rider. Again, I never watched the show The Knight Rider. This is like the Knight Rider, not the K Knight Rider. But he had like a
remember
helicopter
Knight
and a
Rider.
monster truck and a boat and I think
We
a car
remember
as
the
well.
Knight Rider.
And he had like his cave, like kind of up on the mountain of the
Come on,
city.
Lee, I don't know that one.
It was. I
Yeah,
was very
yeah,
proud of my
Mad
Lego
Max.
city when I was a kid. It was
Tracing
awesome.
a rubber road straight to freedom.
And again, I actually want to get like some more base plates and stuff. I have a couple more Lego sets that need to be like rebuilt that I want to complete. I want to make this entire shelf behind me like kind of a scene. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. Rawr.
I used to have the Insecticons too, but I sold those.
Well, there's a show, a Transformers show. Was it a Beast Wars? I think
Yeah,
Yep.
that
Okay.
I watched
that
that
was a good one.
a lot
to
when I
have,
was younger. That was a good
I used
show.
to have an Optimus Primal.
I like how it actually tied into the original series. It was like, okay, these aren't the actual Megatron and Optimus Prime. These are like new generations
Oh
of them.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
they went back in time to Earth, and there was actually one episode where they went into the fucking Ark spaceship or whatever, and they were all in there dead and shit.
Yeah, there was a whole
I
tie-in where
oh.
Megatron
I love your
was
knowledge,
trying
Lee.
to,
It's fantastic. That's all I
Megatron was trying to destroy the original Optimus.
Yeah,
Forgot
and
about
then
that.
there was another episode of like the spirit of Starscream like came to like try to fuck up shit. And
I remember that.
That was a good
Yeah.
show. And then
It was a
didn't they
good show.
change it? Then it became like Beast Wars Primal or something.
Well, it was called Beast Wars in the States. It was called Beasties in Canada.
Beast.
Yeah.
The worst name ever.
Beasties.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad name.
doesn't want to be
Terrible
called Beast Wars. That might traumatize children and make them want to like start wars and shit.
I think it was more like copyright shit.
Well, it's like
Maybe, yeah.
video games are responsible for all the violence in the world right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
I
pull
mean,
that shit
fuck.
from the shelves in fucking Walmart.
Like my creeper and skeleton and zombie killing in Minecraft is like I'm gonna lose it in real life pretty soon. It's driving me to that.
Well, you honestly are on the edge, but whatever.
Mhm.
I honestly am kind of like I've only been playing for maybe like a week, but it's addictive, man. Like it's
I
so
mean-
much fun. You can fucking whatever you want to do, you can just build, and it's like I haven't even really even thought of the actual like you can actually play the game and like go through and like there's like stuff you have to do to get to the end of it and then kill the Ender Dragon and all this crazy shit. Like there is like an actual game to be played kind of thing, but right now I'm just like I want to make my fucking home really cool, and I got like
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, all the Skyrim I've played, I'm constantly finding myself now like so influenced by that I'm running around like bending down and sneaking behind people and like legit just stealing all their clothes without them noticing. Like I just take their clothes right off them and they don't fucking notice.
I can never get into Skyrim. I thought I was gonna really like it.
I played a few hours of it, and it's really cool. It's awesome, but I think I started playing it, and then I think one of the Borderlands games came out, and I got right into that, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance came out, and I played that, and that game is basically Skyrim, but like with more realistic Skyrim, if you want to, like no dragons, no magic. The most unrealistic thing in the game is like you can do alchemy that like you can make potions that will heal you or make you other weird kind of effects, make you see in the dark and stuff like that. But aside from that, it's unbelievably historically accurate and it is a beautiful, just really fun game to play. So that kind of that's my jam when it comes to the Skyrim kind of esque genre, I guess you'd say.
Skyrim's a good game.
I agree.
Yeah,
I do
my
agree.
late fiance was right into Skyrim like the year before year or two.
Well, in these
before she
days, like
died.
if you're playing Skyrim on PC, you can play Skyrim and get mod packs for it that make it look fucking almost photorealistic.
Have the dragons replaced with My Little Ponies if you want.
You get dragons replaced by the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh wow, that would be.
Is that or is that Fallout 4 with the
yeah?
No, Skyrim.
In Fallout
All
4
right,
you
I
can
gotta-
replace the
I'm taking.
What are the-
I'm gonna take this offline because I gotta go.
what are the
All right.
main like crazy scary guys in Fallout
Where
4?
are you going, Nick?
Bad.
God damn it.
I
Anyway,
gotta
it's
take,
not a thing with their much.
I gotta take the car into for service tomorrow, so I gotta.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
gotta
Yeah.
wake up.
Oh, that's a
someone
euphemism
over.
for something.
What are you getting done?
I
What are you getting
gotta
done?
park. I gotta get the alignment done, which means I need to go straight.
He's
Okay,
getting his dick
okay.
checked.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
well,
and
what's going
alignment
on.
is something you should get done, but anything else, I was gonna be like, do it yourself.
Zap.
I need the alignment done and a transmission fluid change.
I like to
Okay,
I like to take my wife in for a service and a fluid change. If you know what I'm saying.
You
Chris
transmission.
Peters killed those women,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way.
And you know what? Chris Peters did kill those women, and also we got Dan in the chat saying the car. Oh, fine, leave. Sure.
You want to invite
the
Dan, and I'm
car.
going to jump out here. So
All right, Dan, pop in as quick as you can, and I'll add you. But I'm taking this thing offline. I want to thank.
Dan.
I want to thank everybody for watching this far. We got 7 viewers, which is amazing.
yeah,
Considering
you people are sad.
We
Like,
kinda
you're
suck
really
right now.
sad people.
you know what? It might be because of all the Transformer talk. Everybody likes
Yep.
Generation.
Oh,
One
I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally. I'm totally nerding out.
What
I'm
the
gonna put my
fuck
toys away.
bullshit.
I'm going to bed. All right. Talk
Chris
to you guys
Peters
later.
murdered those women and raped them
Right.
Penis.
Wait, did he rape them first or murder them first?
Yes.
afterwards.